your live Doppler 8 First Alert weather.
And good afternoon. There's a look at the Capitol in Jefferson City on somewhat of a mostly cloudy but mild afternoon. Here's a look at live Doppler 8 First Alert radar tonight. We are picking up just a little bit of light precipitation way down to the southwest of the Lake of the Ozarks area, down to the extreme southwestern corner of Camden County, and that's about all there is in terms of precipitation. 71 degrees our temperature. We have it at 51% relative humidity, and it's not a bad evening out there. All things considered, it feels pretty good. Just a little breezy as we have a southerly wind at about 14 miles per hour. Temperature 69 in Kirksville, working at 73 in St. Louis, 67 in Kansas City, at the lake 70, and of course we mentioned 71 in Columbia and in Jefferson City as well. Here's what it looks like on the radar picture. Nationally, we're seeing it move into the southwestern corner of Missouri. This is very, very light precipitation at best. In fact, much of it may not even be coming to the ground just now, but we can't argue with the fact that we've got plenty of clouds in the central section of our state and will likely linger there as long as we have those upper level disturbances that are, or short waves that are coming through, kicking up the possibility of that slight possibility of those showers. That's the case tonight. A very slight chance of a shower the way things are looking. And we've got that slowly approaching cold front, which will kind of keep the clouds in the picture, and of course the possibility, albeit slight, for showers tonight and again tomorrow night. Probabilities will increase late tomorrow night and into the day on Wednesday. So let's go, I should say Thursday. Here's what it looks like. Not much going on until we get into after midnight hours, and maybe just a little bit of light precipitation touching the southern half of our viewing area. That will be about it until we get into Thursday. Probabilities are extremely slight, but they will increase, of course, by the time we get into Thursday at about 3:34 in the afternoon. We'll begin to see some perhaps heavier probabilities of heavier rain moving into our viewing area. Right now, here's a look at our live Doppler 8 First Alert forecast for you. Calling tonight for mostly cloudy conditions, a slight chance of a shower, 55 for the low temperature, your drive to work temperature tomorrow. Then for the day tomorrow, it is Wednesday, mostly cloudy. Again, the verbiage is the same, a slight chance for a shower, 76 for the afternoon high, and then for tomorrow night, partly cloudy and mild conditions, 57 degrees for that overnight low temperature moving into Thursday morning. Now on the extended 5-day forecast, here's what we're looking at. A little better probability on Thursday and on Friday. That's to say 40% instead of 20%. And by the time we get into the weekend, the rain threat will have dissipated. So we're looking at Saturday and Sunday being really nice temperature-wise with a few clouds and a little bit of sun. Here's a look at our live Doppler 8 First Alert 8-day forecast for the balance of the period. Temperatures holding in the mid-70s. That's the weather. Let's go ahead and take a look at this break, and we'll be right back with more news in just a moment.
A calorie is a calorie, even if it does come in liquid form. And when it comes to losing weight, watching what you drink may be just as important as what you're eating. NBC's Meredith Land has the story in today's Your Health.
We know sugary drinks can pack on the pounds.
I was able to keep my Dr. Pepper habit until about 38.
But new research shows what you drink may be more important than what you eat if you're trying to lose weight.
When they compared sugared beverages to food, if you cut your calories in drinks that have calories, you lost more weight.
Dr. Lane Reed at Baylor points to research out of Johns Hopkins School of Public Health. In an 18-month study of 810 adults, researchers found that a reduction in liquid calories significantly affected weight loss after 6 months, much more than a reduction in solids.
They found, reducing one serving of a sugar drink a day will lose a pound in 6 months, just with that alone, without exercise or diet changes.
Dr. Reed says cut sugary sodas and fruit juices and you will see an immediate difference on the scale. Renee Boyd is taking on the challenge, opting for unsweetened tea instead of her favorite soda.
Trying to lose weight, hoping that this will help.
Meredith?
And that was NBC's Meredith Land. More Americans are also taking drugs to treat some form of mental illness. According to Columbia University study, the number has risen 73% since 1996. Among children, the rates are of 50%. Experts say improved insurance coverage and more primary care doctors prescribing the drugs have driven the increase. 15% of elderly adults now take a psychiatric drug to treat either depression or dementia, 2 times higher than in 1996. And a biotech firm in Hungary could become among the first in the world to produce a vaccine against the H1N1 swine flu virus. Omninvest is one of the few independent companies in Eastern Europe that produces flu vaccines. The company expects to get a version of that virus from the U.S. soon. Omninvest was one of the first companies to produce a vaccine against the bird flu. It could have a vaccine ready by late summer or early fall. Jim?
Thanks, Angie. An unlikely hero comes to the rescue. An animal kept his owner alive. This is KOMU 8 News at 5. Coverage you can count on.
At least 3 dogs and 1 cat got awards today for being more than just their owner's best friends.
CNBC's Michael Dick has the story in his Caring Families report.
Nestled in the arms of his owner, Angela Papadimitriou, it's fair to say Nemo the cat looks like an unlikely hero.
He's a lifesaver. He's my hero. He saved Peter's life.
Early one September morning inside their Toronto home, Nemo began meowing and swatting Angela. When she woke, she noticed something was wrong with her husband, Peter.
Peter wasn't responding. He had no heartbeat. He was basically clinically dead.
Emergency crews were able to save Peter, but had Nemo not sensed something was wrong, this story could have had a tragic end. For that, this feline, along with 3 other heroes, were inducted into the Pet Hall of Fame. There's Jared the Chow Chow, who fought off a bear attack. Ace, the Dutch Shepherd rescue dog who helped find a woman buried during a massive snowstorm. And Sophie, a Bichon Frise who alerted sleeping family members that little Belinda Lazucro had slipped into diabetic coma.
Animals truly do bring a lot to your life. Even some of the poop on the floor, like somebody said before.
So for these pets, who are heroes today, they'll always just be part of the family. Proving not only does every dog have their day, cats do too.
Real heroes.
Definitely.
Well, some odd-looking relatives.
And a dog with a dog's best friend. This is KOMU 8 News at 5 coverage you can count on.
Tanglewood Golf Course. The city of Fulton owns and operates it, but they are open to some options if they would relieve the financial burden on taxpayers. In tomorrow morning's coverage from Callaway, we'll put around some ideas. One that just might be a hole-in-one. We'll have that story plus all of your top headlines in news, weather, and sports. We'll see you tomorrow morning for KOMU 8 News Today, starting at 4:30.
A little breezy and mild tonight in mid-Missouri. We'll have temperatures that are very comfortable as we fall back through the upper 50s. Late tonight, there is a very slight chance of a late night shower tonight. High temperature tomorrow back into the mid-70s.
Here's some of the stories we're working on for KOMU 8 News at 6. Decisions. The state may have figured out how to spend its stimulus money. A Missouri senator ties the knot in Iowa and all dressed up, rolling out the red carpet for Missouri athletes. Join us at 6. Some big pearly whites.
And a lounging lap dog. This is KOMU 8's photo finish. Here's some best friends in desperate need of dental work. Pam Matthews of Hallsville sent us this picture of her nephew Daniel and her grandson Shane. Ginny and Archie Van Sickle of Mexico sent in a picture also of their pooch. They say they knew their dog loved its toys, but were surprised to see their dog laying alongside this favorite. Be sure and send us those photos.
Let's hope Sarah Hill and the Honor Flight are having a nice flight back to Mid-Missouri.
It's about time for that. That's right, 10 o'clock tonight at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.